Hey my loves, it's Lucy here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I naturally and relatively easily grew my butt from being quite flat, quite small, to being all tight and round and peachy, as you can see. So yeah, if you follow these steps, I'm sure you're going to be able to achieve your next level backside too. So I've written some notes here, and the good news is when I broke it all down onto a piece of paper, I realized that there's really only two things that you need to focus on, two things that you need to do consistently in order to achieve these results. So if that immediately puts your mind at ease, I'm glad, because sometimes it can really be, people can overcomplicate this, but I have good news for you. It can be simple and it can be done. So area number one that you need to focus on is exercise, and the right kind of exercise that targets the muscles in your butt and also just beneath your butt in the backs of your thighs. Because if you're looking to lift and feel toned and perky, then actually strengthening the muscles underneath the butt in the hamstrings is also really great to help achieve that. So if you're someone like me who, you know, is naturally quite straight up and down, wasn't really, didn't really have any curves to speak of, and I wanted to create more of an hourglass figure, then growing the butt with the exercises that I'm going to be talking to you about is going to help you to achieve a wider look around the hips, and also is going to help your butt to stick out more at the back also. First of all, I do want to put it out there, I'm in isolation right now. It's like week 6 or week 7 of quarantine here in the UK. For the last 2 years or so, I've been going to the gym to grow my butt. So I've been lifting weights at the gym and everything like that. And when I went into lockdown, I thought, am I just going to lose all of my results? Am I going to be able to continue growing my butt and, staying focused on my goals? Because I wanted to build it out a little bit more before my wedding next year. And so I just did the best that I could with what I had, which is basically I've been 3 times a week working out at home with just my body weight. And I actually have I've recorded some of the workouts that I do at home. So I'll put a link in the description to a couple of the workouts so that you can do them after this video if you want to. So I've been working out just using my natural body weight. And also what you can do to add even more resistance, which will help you to grow faster, is you could get yourself a really nice wide resistance band, and you can put it around the outside of your legs. I'm sure you've seen loads of girls on Instagram using resistance bands. And this just helps your muscles to be more at tension during any exercises that you're doing at home. And so obviously your muscles are going to get even more of a workout. You can also you can be really creative and you can find ways to lift weights at home. So I saw one of my friends, really clever. She got a small backpack and she filled it with 2 massive bottles of cleaning detergent, like what you put into your washing machine, which obviously are quite heavy, right? So she must have had a good 4 or 5 kilogram weight that she invented herself out of a backpack and filling it with heavy detergent. And then when she was doing squats and when she was doing glute bridges and these kinds of exercises, she was able to add more weight to the butt muscles. So they had to work a little bit harder. So there's little tips and tricks like that can really work very effectively if you do them consistently. So like I said, you can go to the link in the description below for some extra workouts there. So these kinds of exercises will only work if you make sure that you have nailed the second key component to booty growth, okay? So the second key component to booty growth is protein. I was going to say your diet or what you eat, but I think sometimes that can scare people a little bit and think that they have to turn their whole lives upside down. That is not necessarily the case. I'm also a health coach, right? I've helped hundreds of clients transform their bodies, lose weight, gain weight, tone up, have more energy, get better skin. I've helped people with all sorts of goals in the past. And all of that has come down to making adjustments in their nutrition. So from all of my experience, if I could break it down really simple to you, I would say that the majority of people, the one thing that is stopping them from seeing the results from their workouts, seeing the growth in their booty from the workouts that they're doing, is they're simply not consuming enough protein each day. So to give you a ballpark figure, I always make sure that I eat at least 100 grams of protein every single day. Now, that might mean nothing to you because once upon a time, I had no idea how much protein I was getting. And the dangerous thing about having no idea how much protein you're getting is that you cannot make sure you're getting enough. And protein's one of those things I've found where a lot of my clients find that it's easy to go a whole day barely having any protein whatsoever. You know, maybe if you start your day with some oats or some muesli, that's pretty much, I don't think that contains any protein. Then people might have a little salad or some fruit or, you know, a sandwich for lunch. That could quite easily be, again, zero protein, depending on what you put in your salad or sandwich. And then sometimes people even forget to have any protein during their dinner. Maybe they have pasta, maybe they have another salad, maybe they're trying to be healthy, and, you know, actually what's going wrong is that their body's not getting any protein throughout those meals. So thing number one is make sure that with every meal that you have, make sure that it contains some protein. Google can help you out there. Google plants that contain protein, animal products that contain protein if you eat animals. And, you know, if you just break it down and drip feed the protein into your day, then you're going to make sure that, you know, each meal counts. And maybe you can have 20 grams of protein in this meal, 10 grams in that snack, 15 grams in this meal, 20, 30 grams in that meal, you know, and quite easily you can build it up and up and up to hit your 100 plus grams of protein per day. I just want to emphasize that I'm speaking from my own personal experience and from my experience having helped hundreds of clients. So in the interest of being completely open, completely transparent and honest, because I wouldn't want to do something myself and tell you something differently, right? So for me, I have found that the way I consistently make it easy for myself to eat over 100 grams of protein per day is that I don't just rely on food alone. I also supplement my routine, supplement my diet, okay? So what that means, if I can give you an example of a typical day in my life, is when I wake up in the morning, I make myself a smoothie, but I add 2 scoops of a product called Formula One, which is the #1 nutritional shake mix on the market. Literally 1 in 3 nutritional shakes consumed on the planet is Formula One. So I'll put the link below to all of these things so that you don't have to be taking notes now. You can just check the description afterwards. So I have 2 scoops of Formula One, 1 scoop of another product from the same company called Protein Drink Mix. And then that's 25 grams of protein for breakfast, and all I had to have was a really tasty smoothie that they also taste so good, the Formula One and the Protein Drink Mix. And they're vegan as well, so they tick a lot of boxes for me. So I wake up in the morning, have that, don't have to think about it, job done, 25 grams. I'm already a quarter of the way towards my protein goal for the day, right? Compared to so many other typical, common, traditional breakfasts where maybe they give you 0 protein whatsoever, okay? Breakfast is the meal that most people get wrong, just because we inherit traditions based on what our ancestors ate, and our ancestors were only eating out of necessity because maybe during the war they only had access to oats or flour to make bread with, right? Whereas we live in an abundant society, most of us in the Western world have the opportunity of choice. So you no longer have to just carry on eating what your ancestors ate when they were living through more difficult times. And instead you can decide to prioritize things like protein and the key nutrients that your body actually needs to thrive with. Then mid-morning, I have a snack that contains protein. So it will be a protein bar or a couple of boiled eggs or avocado with some chickpeas and, you know, maybe like a little bean salad or something like that, right? Then for lunch, I will have, it could be a sandwich, it could be a salad, or it could be another nutritional smoothie, but no matter what, I make sure that they contain protein. So the smoothie, easy, it contains 25 grams of protein. Or I might add corn, or I might add eggs to my lunch. Then mid-afternoon, I have another protein snack. It might just be a protein bar to keep things really, really simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. I'll put a link to my favorite protein bars below. And then in the evening, I have a healthy, balanced meal. And my mind, when I'm cooking, is focused on First, I focus on what source of protein am I going to have for dinner tonight. I'm vegetarian now, so my choices include things like different types of beans, different types of corn, vegetarian sausages. Corn do the most amazing nuggets that I'm obsessed with. They taste just like McNuggets, but I feel like they're healthier than McNuggets. Anyway, they taste unbelievable and they taste just like chicken, which is crazy. All of these things contain protein, so I've just got into an easy habit now of checking the nutritional information on food and making sure it contains enough protein for me. There is one other thing that I was going to share with you that I've got right here. The other most important time of day to have protein is immediately after your workouts. So whatever time of day you have your workout, make sure that in the 30-minute window that you have after that workout session, that you feed your body with high quality protein. So for me personally, being open and honest and transparent about what I personally do, what I've done to get my results, I have used only this brand for the last 5 years now, okay? It's called Rebuild Strength. I'll put the link in the description below. Not only does it contain 25 grams of whey protein, but it also contains the L-glutamine, the BCAAs that often you have to buy separately, but this is all in one product, which makes it super convenient and super effective for your body. It also contains 6.3 milligrams of iron, which I really, really love. That helps with your body's ability to recover after workout so that you're less achy. And also for us women, we could always benefit from some extra iron, couldn't we? So this is my all-round favorite post-workout shake. And the best part is that it tastes and smells just like the best chocolate brownie that you've ever had. It's proper, legit deliciousness. It's not chalky, it's not chemically, it's not artificial. It just tastes divine. So I often crave this and it motivates me to work out because I'm like, when I work out, I get to have one of these afterwards. So as I said, if there's any, I'll write down in writing the routine of what I have on a typical day, and I'll make sure that I include the links to these things in case you want to start incorporating them into your routine. And I'll also give you the workouts that I do. So if you have any other questions, make sure to comment them below. Maybe the question that most people will ask is, how long will it take to get these results? The answer to that kind of question will always be everybody's body is different, and everybody's history of what you've been doing to your body up until now will be different as well. So I personally find with my clients, when I get them started on a nutrition plan, when they start adding some of the same supplements as me to their routine, you know, some people's bodies respond positively and start showing results within days. Other people's bodies are also benefiting, but maybe it takes them 2-3 weeks for their bodies to recover from all the damage they've been doing to it in the past. And, you know, gently getting your body into a place where it starts to really be able to absorb the nutrients and metabolize everything really, really efficiently. So be patient with your own body, trust the process. And hopefully my main intention with this video is, if I can give you stuff that is tried, tested, proven, I've showed you my results, I've got hundreds of clients' results as well, you know, it can give you belief in a process where you're going to need to be a little bit patient for the results to show. Because I think when you don't have a belief that something's going to work, when you don't see results after 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, and you know, you don't have proof that it works externally, it can be hard to stick to something for long enough to see results yourself. So if I can just encourage you to take what I've shown you here and believe that if it can work for hundreds of other people, thousands, millions of other people who use these products actually, then of course it can work for you too. So I hope that gives you some excitement, some reassurance. If there's anything else that I can offer you, it would be anyone who orders any of those supplements via the links that I put in the description, you will automatically receive coaching and support from me, personally, from me to you. So I will be in contact with anyone who orders through those links. I'll make sure I add you to our client support groups. We're currently doing a 30-day level up challenge. So me and my whole team of coaches, we're going into that group and we're doing workouts and we're doing motivational lives, we're doing Q&As on nutrition, we're doing reprogramming your mindset from a negative relationship with your body or a negative relationship with food to a positive one. So all of that stuff you will get completely for free when you order anything via the links that I put down in the description. So I think that's a pretty fair deal, because I just want to be able to, really make sure that anyone who's wanting to achieve these results has all the building blocks they need to make it happen. It doesn't have to be complicated. So to summarize, getting the exercise on point and getting the nutrition, especially the protein on point, are the only two things that you need to focus on to grow and tone and round up that peachy booty of yours. Thanks for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe so you never miss a video. Oh, and the bell. And see you on my next video. Bye.